Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us again for the second day and final session of our Eyenor VMS Xpert, this next generation AI powered smart analytics surveillance solution. To everyone who's joining us today, who is joining us again today, thank you for coming back. And to all our new participants, welcome to the webinar. My name is Farooq Ismail, and I am with the Marketing and Communications Department here at Norden Communications. I will be moderating the session today. Hope some of you do remember me from the last previous session. Before we start, let me give you a recap of our previous session. It was on VMS Xpert Advanced Analytics. It was headed by our head of surveillance, Mike Lewis. He discussed on the possibilities of video analytics and how it can be integrated into new or existing systems to enhance your surveillance measures. And this session in particular will look into how AI and deep learning can be an effective measure in managing traffic systems and also to address personal safety hazards across various industries. For today's webinar, we are joined by Mr. Julian Lim, Director, Business Development APAC. Mr. Julian, if you could turn on your camera so everyone can see you. Hi, Julian. And also the session would be headed by Mr. Sajjan S, VP Innovation and Strategy. Mr. Sajjan, yes. So before we kick off the session, let me lay down a few house rules. If any of the participants have any questions during the session, it'd be better if you could save it for the end for our Q&A session. And if you do want to ask a question, please leave it in the chat box. So just so that everything is clear, I'd like to say that if you do want to ask any questions in person, you could raise your hands during the Q&A session, so you could ask the questions to our experts. Again, I would like to welcome you all again to this wonderful session. Sit back and give all your attention to the session. Without any further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Julian Lim to give an introduction into what we're going to be discussing today. Mr. Julian, the floor is yours.
Hi everyone, it's me again. Good to be back. Talking about our VMS technologies, and I'm just going to do a very short introduction, of our VMS solution, right? So here in Norden Communication, we are always constantly trying to enhance, right, and develop the VMS to cater to an ever-growing demand, right? So having an eye on the future, Eyenor is incorporating advanced technologies like AI, right, and deep learning to stay ahead, right, in the competition in the surveillance industry. So our VMS Xpert has advanced analytics like intelligent traffic monitoring system analytics, as well as the PPE detection analytics. PPE, by the way, stands for personal protection equipment. And so both these features, right, makes the technology perfect for different verticals. So, well, as you know, many cities have traffic issues that lead to accidents, unnecessary loss of time, wasted on traveling, right? So with a IoT-based, cloud-based GPS system, our VMS Xpert's intelligent traffic monitoring system makes it possible, right, to solve this problem innovatively. Intelligent traffic systems are used in today's context, right, in both developing as well as developed cities. And these analytics contain automatic traffic classification as well as counting, They also have varied detection parameters for detecting wrong way traveling, speeding, right? Helmet. In some countries, some of the motorbike riders, they don't even wear a helmet, right? So the intelligent traffic monitoring system is able to capture, such details. It's also able to detect vehicle incidents, right, on the road naturally, stop vehicles or, illegally parked vehicles, right? So this, our VMS experts intelligent traffic monitoring system analytics makes it the best choice for both highways, or even in city, traveling, seaports, airports, private hospitals, power plants, and any other facilities or venues that you would want to have a constant surveillance turned on, right? So incorporating video surveillance cameras, artificial intelligence, and deep learning-based video analytics, our VMS expert provides AI-based PPE violation detection as well, right, in real time. So this analytics solution actually detects whether individuals are wearing PPEs, right, personal protection equipment, whether they are properly worn, right, and notifies the authorities if there's any violation. All right, we have broad detection parameters as well, and as I mentioned, it will detect if the personnel is not wearing the personal safety equipment properly, right? Such as the jackets, safety vests, uh, helmets, or even safety shoes and boots. So we also have video-based smoke detection as well as video-based fire or flame detection. Right, this is a broader safety feature of our analytics, and the PPE video analytics is also combined with object as well as people counting with auto tracking features, so it's able to track any individual who has just violated the personal safety rules and regulations. So the Eyenor VMS Xpert, right, together with the PPE detection analytics, are able to benefit military installations, property management companies, and strategic oil and gas facilities. So the VMS expert has been developed very much with Asian countries in mind, right? So the traffic monitoring, of course, varies. The measures vary from country to country, right? But in general, I would say that the VMS expert is designed with technology which is scalable, right? And you can actually develop further, right, to tweak, the analytics to accommodate all of your needs as per the varying regional requirements. So yeah, that's a very short introduction, and I'm going to pass you guys on to Mr. Sargent. Mr. Sargent, thank you very much.
Thank you, Julian, for this nice introduction. I think we have covered the most of the areas. So, good afternoon and good morning from the various logins from multiple part of the world. So, and thank you for attending the second session, which is again specifically targeting on certain areas. So last session, Mike was talking about our VMS expert solution. on a monitoring level, the video monitoring level. And today we will be talking on a video management level. When you talk about video management, we would like to focus on two specific areas. One is traffic and the other one is the personal protection equipments. And when we have selected these industry verticals, we have done our case study based on Asian countries specifically, and especially the developing areas wherein the systems and processes are not there in place. However, the surveillance systems has already been implemented in an extensive manner. Now the volume of data is huge, from tens and twenties and hundreds. Now the number of cameras are becoming even to the tune of 500s, thousands, and 2000. That range it is coming. So it is becoming humanly not possible, as we were discussing last day. So we wanted to give a reduced false alarm, and we wanted to focus on the real incident so that we can act fast on the data available. So that is the whole idea. So when you coming to intelligent traffic management system, there are many challenges in the Asian countries. Like for example, as Julian was mentioning, different challenges, like people will be going in wrong direction. People will be taking maybe without wearing helmet, two-wheelers are riding, the parking at unauthorized places. There are many challenges. So if you want to enforce law, you need huge manpower to take care of this. However, using the technology, using computer, you capture the image, get those specific alert to the control room so that immediately action can be taken, even penalty can be imposed. That is the whole idea. So this can be applicable, and we have installed in multiple places, maybe in India and in Vietnam kind of places. So probably we can add value on top of that camera installation by giving this solution. So this is the core technology is, as mentioned by Julian, it is artificial intelligence. This is not only for your highways, even the airports or maybe the seaports, those kind of areas also we can make use of this particular technology. Let's take a couple of points, like as I was mentioning, the wrong way and speed violation, one of the major crime, helmet detection, and multiple levels of vehicle incidents. And there is a case of unexpected stoppage of a vehicle in a high-speed lane, maybe adjust to the lane, and also the counting of the traffic, which is there to improve the traffic flow from a control room level. Okay. So wrong way detection, as you are seeing in the image, probably we will head towards the video. I'm facing a mild lag, probably internet connectivity. So this is as simple as the name indicates, the wrong way. We will just wait for this video. You can see the vehicle coming in the opposite direction. So immediately this alert will be thrown to the control room. So we don't have to really look at the whole camera throughout the day. Instead, there will be maybe a couple of incidents. At that point of time only you need to react on it. So this is one solution that we have implemented already in multiple highways. So next is the speed detection. So a free flow of traffic is coming, and each and every vehicle you can detect at what speed the vehicle is moving. So basically, it is not done through a conventional sensor or radars or loop sensors and things like that. It is purely based on computer vision. We have done it. Between the frames, we will evaluate. After every second, we will evaluate the frames of that particular vehicle, and then between the frames, we will calculate how much the mean time to travel that distance. That is how we are analyzing. You must be heard about radar systems, and within the road there could be, you would have seen loops built in. So this kind of system is very difficult to maintain during maintenance and all. We'll have struggles to manage it. Whereas this is completely computer driven, computer vision driven. So your camera itself is enough to manage this thing. And the alerts can be through various methods, like it can be SMS, emails, or the control room alert, or maybe the traffic policeman on the road. We can give the alerts and immediately action can be taken onto that. So we will just see one video. So you can just see the number plate. All the number plates will be recorded. The moment it crosses the limit, that alone will be recorded and notified separately. What is the kilometer in which just gone? And if it is a 30-kilometer lane, and if it is crosses more than that, it will show. And if it is a 60-kilometer, 100-kilometer, any lane, it can be captured. And we have solutions up to 140 kilometer. So depending on each country's norms, we can give you solutions onto that. Next, another challenge which typically Asian country faces is the no helmet. This is actually a challenge for the insurance companies, police force, and overall health system. The number of accidents and the death rate is increased because of this. In most of the Asian countries, is a big major challenge that people are not willing to wear the helmet. So this is another area that we focused and successfully implemented. We'll again go with a video. See a typical Indian road, it is again, wherein it will automatically detect. As soon as there is a person, you can see in the video, a red color is alerted, and even somebody is wearing a cap, which is look like a helmet, that even will be detected as a cap, and the helmet will be detected as a helmet. See, so those level of accuracy we are able to provide. So people can actually, we can talk about this conceptually, but getting it implemented on a live scenario, especially on the unorganized or developing countries, it's a very tough task. And we are very clear and we are very confident that in an organized traffic system, the performance of these systems will be even better. Now it is at 95% or 96%. It can reach up to 100% very easily with a proper traffic system. So moving to the next, another major challenge is a stopped vehicle. So as you can see in the picture, someone is not supposed to park the vehicle out there. What will happen on a speed line? A minor change in the driving of, or minor mistake from the driving driver could lead to an accident. This can be avoided, this can be alerted, this can be penalized through the automated system, whereby the law enforcement become very, very easy. That is the advantage of, and we will Try seeing a video again. See, this is a tunnel where we have marked an area, and in that area, if the moment the vehicle stop there, more than a limit, you can see there is a red mark is coming and the alert will be popped. See, you can see the alert. So after a few seconds, that again the timing you can define. And within more than the time, if the vehicle is stopped, again, you know, in a low light condition, there is every possibility of a major accident. So we wanted to give a proper solution for that, and deploying personnel, even a police force or anybody for that matter, to monitor is next to impossible. And even watching this many cameras sitting at the center location is also humanly not possible. So that is where we wanted to bring in a solution to automate this. This is not on papers. This is actually implemented and you can live to see it. Now coming to the personal protective equipment detection. This is another area. There are a couple of slides more to go. Why we wanted to focus on this is not only for construction. It can be a manufacturing plant. It can be the oil and gas segment. It can be any hazardous environment area, chemical factories. So all this area, these personal protective equipments are necessary, but unfortunately the laborers may not be complying to it unless otherwise a strong monitoring, a strong penalization is implemented. Again, deploying human to monitor this, like the security personnel, is not always possible, or rather, it is not always reliable also. Because again, there are bypass social engineering happens, and you make a relationship with the security, and then you will again end up in taking excuses on these areas. So it could be different methods, like there could be color codes of the uniform, and there could be different specification. Like for example, there could be helmet, there could be gloves, there could be shoes, and within that itself multiple color. There will be so many directions the organization would be directing to use to differentiate between the people. So now the camera asks how a person is looking at and making a judgment. Similar way, using artificial intelligence, we can identify whether someone has actually following this criteria. This eventually become, an accident could invite even millions of loss in terms of the compensation and other things, or maybe end of the day it is a life of a human. So that will be, loss. Those scenarios can be avoided by having an automation on this area. So let's see how it works. There are jackets, helmets, as I was telling, face mask, many areas we are already covering. I will show you one of the video. See, this gentleman is walking without helmet to the plant area, and immediately the alert is getting popped up. So the security out there is actually not, maybe this guy may be a senior guy, but life does not differ for senior or junior. So security matters for everyone. So the system won't lie. It will give you the exact result, and the digital evidence for this will be recorded also. So you can take appropriate action on it. So this is again, sorry, fire detection. Again, a place of fire, it will be automatically giving alert. Last time we have seen a video. I think let me play that also once again. This I think last day also we have shared one very critical accident that we could capture out. It's a petrol station and everything was fine till the petrol is being filled, but something happens and suddenly the fire is. See, everybody is afraid and people are running away. But this kind of alert can immediately go to any, say, maybe a fire station, and they can also immediately arrange for the rescues. So people may get panic, but the system will keep on giving the right alert to the right places. So another in the COVID scenario, the face mask and those kind of personal protection equipments is also a very critical requirement. Let's see how the video works. See, the moment someone is coming without mask, it's giving alerts. You could see that, I believe. And somebody is actually covering their face with a towel, and the kerchief is actually giving a mask result, but immediately once it's removed, immediately it is picked up. So that level of accuracy we are able to give. And here also, how long is the counters? All the counters we are able to. The moment someone is removing the mask, that we alerted. See the number of people around. In that, it is properly picking up the faces of the people. See, out of so many number of faces, exactly the system is able to pick up the persons without mask and give you an alert. So this is the level of accuracy we wanted to bring in, and these are all implemented systems, and it's already error-free running. Maybe region to region slight tweaking could be required. And as I was mentioning in the last session, we are all open to have that kind of tuning. So as of now, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. See, we wanted to split this session into two because continuously talking on one may not give you an exact idea. So now you would have got an idea, and you would have seen a lot of conceptual papers on this area so far. But what we have is something that can be implemented from day one. And these products, I mean, these software solutions can not only work with Eyenor cameras, it can coexist with any of the on with cameras that are available in the market. So it's a heterogeneous environment we are offering. So that's all from my end for the day. I think it will be of use to your customers, and we'll be able to work out good, package. You can be in touch with your regional representative of Norden to get the further details. And today we can discuss if there is any doubt, any area of clarification, you are feel free to ask. We'll be more than happy to answer it.
Thank you, Mr. Session, for that interesting session on ITMS and PPE. Okay, now we're going to move on to the question and answer session. We are also joined by Mr. Shangraj E, our Manager Technical, and Mr. Sachin will also be here. So I think that Mr. Shaju had raised his hand for a question. You can ask that, just unmute you right now. I think you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask the question. I think he's has a question. His question is, Mr. Sachin, his question is, can we get feedback reports includes people counting if we use normal cameras?
Sorry, if you could, text the question. I think I'll be more clear. Or Farooq, if you could help me, if you can hear properly. Unfortunately, I'm unable to.
I'll just give you the question right now. If you can check your chat.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing. Can we get heat map reports? Includes with people counting. If we use normal cameras, heat map, normal camera. Okay, I think it is tough. I'm not saying no bluntly, but I need to check on this.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sir, please.
Okay. So for your question, if you are using our VMS Xpert software, yes, it is possible to get the heat map report also with the normal cameras. But if you are not going to use the VMS Xpert, if you are going to use like a NVR and only cameras, that time you need a thermal cameras to get the heat map kind of things. Yes, with the VMS Xpert, with the normal cameras, we can able to get the heat map.
Great, thank you, sir. Can we integrate VMS with existing old implementation already done in the? Yes, we can.
If the cameras are on, if yes, we can. If not having on, if then the particular camera OEM should give the API or SDK to integrate. Then we can.
Answer is yes. Okay. Any more?
One model is some symbols and models like that, and you make sure for the next year. Next year we are expecting for camera 2%, we will be expecting service, and for the new year we will be expecting, let's say 4%.
Farooq, any more questions?
I was just saying that if anyone has any other questions, you guys could go ahead and ask. We can take a few more questions for today.
Okay, I think now it's clear. I mean, you can email to us to any of our public listed options, like through the emails available on the website or in the Facebook. You can get in touch with us and we will be answering you. And also you can be in touch with our local representative in each region and we'll be able to assist you on that. Have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Mr. Sarjan and Mr. Julian, for giving us the interesting session. So we will have more webinars coming up next month and the coming months as well. So if you could watch out on our social media handles closely, you can find the registrations for those webinars. And the recording for this webinar will be uploaded onto YouTube. You can find it over there. So again, thank you everyone for joining us today. And that is it from our side. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.